All right, you guys. We should have everything set up. Are you ready, sweetheart? Yeah, you so excited? We're gonna make cat Halloween cookies. Now, I learned these with your great grandma. Yeah, that's right. Mommy's been making these cookies for a long time, too. Almost every year we bake them. And they're super duper easy. Uh-huh. You wanna try? Okay. Yeah, let's do it. All right, sweetheart, you sit here and my love, could you do me a favor? Could you go and get our son? I just want to make sure he knows that if he wants to be included, he can be. If it's not something he feels like he's going to enjoy, then that's perfectly okay for him to skip out on it too. What? Tea? Oh, tea would be lovely, my sweet. You're really willing to make me some? I mean, I know it's not hard, but okay. Give me a kiss. Mm. Oh, you say it's gross now, sweetheart. But trust me, when you find your special somebody one day, you're gonna want to love on them all the time. And make sure that they know that they're appreciated and that you care about them. Exactly, honey. That's exactly how mommy feels about daddy. Well, it's what happens when you love someone. You show it to them any way that you know how, and any way that works. For me and your father, it's physical affection, like hugs and kisses and holding hands. But some people have different ways they show that they care. Some people do it by doing favors, like acts of service. That's at least what it's called. Different acts can mean different things. You know your auntie? How auntie always brings you something over? Mm-hmm. Auntie shows that she cares by giving gifts, and she's really good at it. She always brings something over she knows you and your brother are going to love. There are all sorts of other kinds. But we'll talk about that another time, okay? I think your brother wants to make cookies. And you know his kind of. He gets distracted really easy. And it's helpful if we do things right when he feels like doing them. That's how we can also show that we care. By paying attention to what works for the people we care about. And accommodating for them. But that doesn't mean they get to use us, I guess, is a way of saying it. It'll make a bit more sense when you get a little older and you have more experience. But don't worry. If you have any questions, Mommy and Daddy are going to be right here. And we'll do our best to answer your questions the best way that we know how. Just know that sometimes you guys have questions that Mommy and Daddy don't have the answer to. Of course we'll try. Now, let's get started on this cookie recipe. So first, we're going to need the chocolate cake mix. Can you reach that, buddy? Okay, thank you. And where do you think you're going, Daddy? You are staying right here. This is a family tradition. We all take part. So, the game can be recorded, and you'll watch it later. Besides, it's just the beginning. This will only take an hour. The game won't be done in an hour. All that matters is who wins, right? Please? Thank you. This is a really big part of the holidays for me. And I don't get to do it very much with Great Grandma anymore. So, I'm going to spread the holiday cheer and spend it with my family. Hmm. Okay, so Sweet Pea, can you grab that big bucket? And Daddy, can you grab us 2 eggs, please? Thank you. Okay, perfect. Now, buddy, can you open up the cake mix with the scissors? And just pay attention to your fingers, okay? I don't want you to get your finger cut. Good job! You should be proud. You do really good with scissors. Mm-hmm. Okay, pour it in slow. Or you can do it fast and... No, sweetie, it's okay. It's just chocolate cake mix. It'll be cleaned up. Besides, Great Grandma always said, it's no fun if you don't make a mess. Okay, so now that we've got the cake mix in, my sweet baby girl, can you crack in 2 eggs, please? Yep, and remember, just be careful we don't get any shell in there, but if we do, we pick it out exactly. Why? Well, I'm pretty sure it's because it'll make the food crunchy. And we want soft cookies this time, not crunchy ones. Yeah. Good job asking questions, though. That's really important. If you're confused about something, you'll never learn to understand it if you don't ask. You guys are so smart. Oh, and so sweet, too. So blessed to have you both. And Daddy and I both are. Can only imagine how much of a handful Daddy and I were when we were younger. I wouldn't say problem kids, but I don't think we were angels. But then again, I don't know if any kid ever is an angel. They're just a kid. But anyway, okay, now that we've got the eggs in, I think we need how much? Okay. Vegetable oil. Got it. Okay, so who wants to pour the vegetable oil? Daddy? Okay, why don't you both help Daddy measure it out? Here, baby. It says how much we need on the back of the box. Can you read that? I'm gonna go pull out the mixer. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so what, baby girl? It does say that this is for a cake, but we're making cookies instead. Just trust mommy, okay? She's made these for years. She knows how. Yeah, they should taste kind of like a cake. Um, yeah, just not as chocolatey. Just don't worry. It'll come through. Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go. Now, sweethearts, mommy and daddy are gonna do the mixing because we don't want you to get your fingers caught, okay? You can help, but this is how we learn. We learn by helping. Okay? Okay, good. Now, daddy, would you mind mixing up the batter, please? I will pull out the tray. Yeah, just stand right here. I try to stand in the middle just so they don't fall. Mm-hmm. And then there's no fighting. Thanks, baby. You're such a good father, you know that? Stop it. Help our kids make cookies. Whatever. Okie dokie. What, buddy? Oh, what is mommy doing? Okay, mommy is pulling out a cookie sheet and she needs a glass, like a drinking glass. Yeah. And then a small bowl of sugar. And what we're gonna do... Ooh, that looks great, you guys. Yeah, that should be the perfect consistency. We'll use that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're all gonna get a spoon. There we go. Okay, and we're gonna take about a spoonful, just kind of a smaller spoonful, so that way we make the most cookies. Yeah, sweetheart, kind of like how when we did the peanut butter cookies, exactly. Maybe Daddy can show us. That looks perfect. Have you done this before? Uh-huh. Right. Well, okay then. So now what we should do, roll them up into balls. There we go. Good job, you guys. And now we'll fill up this pan. That looks good. I like it. I like it. So now we're going to take this glass and we're going to dip it in the sugar, the flat bottom of the glass, dip it in the sugar. There you go. And you're going to hover it over top of the cookie, of the ball. And you're going to press down, but we don't want it super thin. So here, buddy, why don't you give it a first try? Okay, press, 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 and stop. About that thick, okay? And we're going to try and keep them around the same thickness so they cook all the way through. And evenly. Okay, so we're going to go around the tray and we're going to do that, okay? Good job, you guys. You guys are doing great. Yes, you are. I'm proud of you. Well, of course I am. Now, there we go. Now that we got every one of them done, we're going to take our fingers and we're going to spread some sugar on there. Don't lick your fingers, goofballs. Because we're going to be eating these. I guess, well, if we're going to be eating these, it doesn't really matter, is it? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, go ahead. Lick your fingers. That's all right. You're having fun. Yeah, that's what matters. Okay, now we're going to pinch 2 ears at the tops of the cookies, just like that. There you go. Okay. Gonna do that to every cookie. Good job. Ooh, I like that one. Ooh, that one's really good too. You guys are so good at this. Well, of course I mean it. Why don't you do a couple, Daddy? Okay, now for my favorite part. We're gonna take the M&Ms. We don't want the brown M&Ms because the brown M&Ms, like, they mix in with the cookie and then they don't look like eyes. Yeah, so you're gonna push the M&Ms down into the cookie where you want their eyes to be. Perfect. And then we have one final touch. Daddy, could you give me a fork, please? Yep, a fork. Now, guys, watch very closely, okay? Are you ready? Mommy's gonna make whiskers. Uh-huh. And we're gonna do it just like this to every cookie. And there we go, we have cat faces. Isn't that so cool? Okay. Now all of our cookies should be done. So now we pop them in the oven and you guys can go and play, okay? You want to watch a movie? What movie do you want to watch? Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, Mommy will pop these in the oven. Why don't you ask Daddy to come and help you set up the movie? Unless you guys know how to do it. You guys are super duper smart, so I wouldn't put it past you. Okay, sounds good. Alright, you guys go have fun. I'll let you know when the cookies are ready, okay? Thank you for your help. Yeah, it's one of my favorite traditions. It's a great way to keep my grandma alive. I think she's gonna be so excited when we bring these over to her. Don't you? Okay, fine. You can be the official taste tester of our cat cookies. Did you finish that tea? Thank you. I love you.